So how can mortgage companies help you if you are a veteran, law enforcement, or even just looking for a new construction home? We're going to talk about that. Cliff with ERA Real Estate.
And I am Bex with Sun American Mortgage.
Okay, today is June 16th. Can you believe that? Halfway through June.
Yeah, already.
Good weekend?
Yeah, it was nice.
Not
Got
too
some
tired?
sun.
Yeah, I see that. I got to get out and get some sun. All right, Miss Bex, give us the weekly update.
Yeah, so conventionals are kind of sticking where we're at. 7.625 or 7.375 is the true rate. Advertised rate, you're seeing 6.99, 6.875 with a buy down. FHA and VA are about the same right now. We're at true rate of 6.25.
Okay.
And then advertised rate is between 5.99 and 5.875.
So I think we've been doing this vlog now for pretty consistent now for about 3 months. So it seems like it's right around that 7 mark. I mean, true rate. Right?
Yeah.
FHA is just a little bit below 6.5.
Yeah.
So. Yeah,
FHA has kind of teetered between 6.5, higher or lower just a little bit. And then conventional is right around that 7 mark.
So it seems like it is as predicted that they were going to keep it pretty consistent this year, which that's never happens.
Yeah.
Right? Predictions usually fail, but this year so
far we're sticking with kind of where we're at. You see a little fluctuation.
They think that through the end of the year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the first 2 quarters, pretty consistent. We'll see what happens the last 2 quarters.
Yeah.
Yeah, quarter 3 is already going to start here in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
So
July.
So in our introduction, we asked if there's any help for veterans, law enforcement. We're going to really focus in on 3 different types of help.
Yeah.
You could say for a mortgage. So maybe, Bex, if you just want to give an update for the VA loan program, I guess you could call it.
Yeah. So VA, a good reminder is that there are some great options out there with 0% down for VA.
That's really good. Just remember that, 0%. Sorry.
Yeah. Which there's not a lot of programs like that still available. So that is a really good option to consider. One thing that a lot of veterans may not know is that if you currently have a VA loan on a home, you may still qualify for another one. If you are vacating that home and looking to purchase a new primary, you may not necessarily have to sell that home. You could potentially qualify for another home. So it's worth looking into to see what your options are and then deciding from there what's the best course of action for you.
I don't want to get too deep on this, but let's say that there is a loan, VA loan.
Yeah.
Am I calling that correct?
Yep.
Okay, so there's a VA loan. Maybe another vet wants to buy this house. Can that loan be transferred to another vet?
That's a great question.
Let's say the VA loan has a really good rate, like 3%. Can he transfer that over?
Yeah, right now it's called assumable loans. And right now that is a pretty popular topic, at least. If you have a VA loan and you are willing to sell that as an assumed loan so that someone else could benefit from that great rate that you already have locked in, they still have to go through the approval process and make sure that they're a qualified buyer, but they can then assume your loan whether they're a veteran or not.
Oh, even if they're not?
Correct.
Interesting.
So if they are not a veteran or if they are a veteran but you're going to continue to hold the entitlement is what it's called, then they can still qualify. In some cases, if you don't want to continue holding the entitlement, that entitlement can be transferred if they are a veteran and qualify for that.
So if you are a vet and you have a good rate and you have a lot of equity in your house, that would be a really nice incentive to somebody to buy that because they can get a really great loan.
Yeah.
So it could speed up the selling process.
Yeah, it's worth looking into for sure.
Okay, so that was the VA loan. What about for law enforcement? Is there any special loan programs out there for them?
Yeah, so Utah Housing is offering currently a very specific to law enforcement grant up to $25,000 that can help with a down payment and even some of your closing costs to get you into a home. You do have to be a first-time home buyer, and then you have to be able to qualify as a law enforcement employee. Usually it's an officer or highway patrol or something like that within Utah.
Good. Now, Bex, you probably remember, she's with Sun American, but Sun American does support the VA loan program and also for law enforcement.
Yes.
So if you have any questions about those two, why not use it, right? If you are a vet, if you're law enforcement, And there's programs out there, and
Take
they're really
advantage.
good. Take advantage of them.
Yeah, it's free money for the law enforcement, $25,000 that can help cover your down payment for you. That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's step away from that a little bit, but let's say that somebody is a first-time home buyer. New construction is a very nice opportunity for them. So what programs are there out there?
And we actually just got some recent stats that new construction is actually pricing a little bit better than existing homes right now as of the last couple of months.
Interesting.
So that is definitely something to look at, depending on what area you're looking to purchase. If you're a first-time home buyer looking at new construction, there are funds available up to $20,000 to help cover your down payment and potentially some of your closing costs. Okay. So that one can't be considered a grant because there are some caveats to it, but it is funds that you can have without an interest or a payment tied to that while you're utilizing them.
So it's not a gimmick, and as Bex really accented well, it's up to $20,000. So you have to qualify. There's some steps you have to go through, but if you need some help with down payment and other things, that's a really nice program.
Yeah.
So especially, that has to be a first-time home buyer.
Yes, first-time home buyer. On that one, there is a purchase price limitation of $450,000. So you're probably looking at a townhouse or something smaller, maybe a condo, depending on the area. But it at least gets you into a home, building equity, have it be your starter home, and then you can always move up from there with those funds that aren't coming out of your pocket.
Right. And to be honest, for most first-time home buyers, unless you're loaded, and if you're loaded, you're going to pay cash anyways.
Right.
You don't really want to go over that $450,000 mark because really your monthly payment, if you go higher than that, it's going to be a burden to you.
Yeah.
So like Beck said, use it as a starter home. Get in there, stay there 3 to 5 years, sell it, upgrade to a single family. Just kind of have that 5-year mark.
Yeah, it's a good stepping stone for sure.
And if things work out and you want to keep that property and use it as a rental, why not? Grow your portfolio and then get into a single family. So start building your equity. Equity now. So.
Yeah, if you guys do that plan, then we can actually use the rental that you'll be receiving from that property to help you qualify for your next property as well.
Good, excellent. All right.
Yeah.
Thanks, Bex.
Yeah.
We'll come up with another idea for next week.
Yeah.
And we'll see. We're gonna get a cold front in Utah, anyways.
Oh.
It's gonna be in the 70s next week.
Okay. I'll take that.
That's cool front, not cold front.
I'll take that.
All right. Thanks, guys. Have a great week, everybody. Bye.
Thank you.